This next tutorial that we're going to be doing is going to be on the idler pulley. I've had some questions in particular about a couple things on here, and this is considered a challenge problem, so it's very understandable. So it's getting this 10-inch radius in, okay, with the 0.84. And then pretty much the rest of the profile I think is pretty self-explanatory, but I will do a demo on creating this profile on the top here, about and revolving it about the center line that we have. And then in addition, it's adding in the 16th, 1/8, and 1/4 inch fillets and rounds. Now, those are going to go in actually after we do our revolve. So we're going to create this entire profile with sharp corners, if you would, and then we'll add those rounds as features afterwards. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start this demo by doing the sketch of that profile on the top about the center line, and then going from there. Now I am going to, the approach that I'm going to take is I'm first going to create the taper tube portion that's in here. Then I'm going to add the rest of the part, putting in that radius of 10 as I think the last feature before I do my revolve. So I'm already set up in Creo. So I'm going to go over there and I'm going to start a new part. I did set up my working directory already, so make sure you do that before you get to this part. But I'm going to call this idler pulley 3. Okay. And I'm going to go in underneath my revolve, define, front plane, and sketch. Okay. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create my profile over my center line. Make sure you put the center line in first, and it's the datum center line, not the sketch center line. And I'm gonna start like over here, and I think I'm gonna go this way. Try to make it as easy as possible. Now try to make these their own independent features, if you would, so that we don't have the additional constraints that Creo tries to help us with, right? Creo is so nice that they do, but they don't need to. So what we'll do is we'll put in the ones that we need. So I'm going to try to be strategic here, because we can get our sketch to fold over. And if that happens to you, it's okay. We just got to kind of straighten it out. But I'm going to start by adding my 1.44 on the left-hand side. Then I'm going to kind of gradually, this is 0.75. This is 1.25, 1.125. Oops. Right again, 1.125. There we go. This is 0.75. Okay. The total length. Now I don't have a total length, but I do have a dimension from here to here, which is going to be 2.88. There we go. And then the outside diameter here is going to be 1.56. Okay. All right. So that is our sketch. Just double checking. I got 3/4, 1.44. Yep, 3/4, and then 1.25. Cool. And I have a closed loop here, so this is all good. All right. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add back over here. So I've got my tube in place, or this portion right here. I'm going to add the part going up, and I'm just going to simply, kind of come back down with this, because I can't add in the radius till a little bit. Okay. So we'll see how that goes in. Go back to Creo. All right. And I'm going to start with align command, and I'm going to be offset from that front. Okay. I'm going to add a dimension in. That's the 0.13 dimension, but I'm going to be right about there. I'm going to go straight up and down here, straight up. I don't want any equals here. Look at how it's trying to grab the equal sign. No. I'm going to go over, and then I'm simply going to go back down here. Okay. For right now. So let's start adding our dimensions. This is going to be 0.31. So you don't have to create that whole profile, all at once. Not necessary. And then my dimension is going to go from here to here. It's going to be 0.13. There we go. And yes, it's kind of mad because I don't have this open yet. All right. I will. I will. I'm going to leave it there for right now. And then I just need to grab the outside diameter. See, where are you? Outside diameter. And this is going to be 5.88. There we go. Okay. So for right now, this is good. So we have kind of this part here, 0.13, 5 and 0.88. Now I'm going to add in this right here, okay? And so the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to add in a vertical line. Now this vertical line will disappear, okay? It will disappear, all right? Now let's look at how it's coming in. Yeah, I'm not worried about that dimension. So this dimension right here is going to be the 4.5 diameter, okay? 4.5 diameter. Now that point, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put it in place in just a bit. That is going to be this point right here. It's just going to be a line going straight up for right now, okay? Then we're going to add in, you know, this part. And then that's where our radius of 10 is going to be anchored, okay? So I'm going to be putting in this diameter right there. So let me go back, and it is going to be an open profile, so don't worry, but we're going to have that point out there identified. We also know that we have a dimension from our front face to here, and that is 2 inches. Okay. All right. Then what I want to do is I'm going to add in another line that's just going to be right down here. It's going to go over and it's going to come down there. Okay, that's that inside portion. Okay, and I know this to be, I know how deep that is. No, not that dimension. It's going to be from here to here is 0.5. It's towards the bottom of our drawing. And then this diameter right here is 4.125. Okay. All right. So we're just going to kind of leave these hanging out right here. All right. So we've got this, we've got that. Good. We're going to leave this one right here. Now we're going to put in this radius. So first things first, I need to create that radius. And what I like to do is I'm going to kind of shift middle mouse button over here. And I'm going to do a circle. And it's going to be something like this. Okay. And this diameter is going to be actually 20 inches because it's a radius. I'm going to change this diameter, left click on it. I'm going to change it to a radius of 10. Okay. And now it's dimensioned it from our origin, right? But that's not where we want it to be from, which is okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this center. Oopsie, I'm going to take my center and I'm going to move it. And I'm just left clicking it. I grab the center with my left mouse button, the center. Okay, the center right there. And I am moving it over, you know, closer to my sketch. As I've said in the past, we want Creo to make as few decisions as possible. So I'm going to get closer, and I'm going to try to get this so it's right about there. Do you see how I'm close to where I'm going to be going? Okay, right about there. And again, just close to where we are expecting it to go. Now, we're going to add this dimension right here. It's identifying, okay, from our origin, we want this to be 0.84. Okay, so now that's locked in. But the other part is we want, and I'm going to go back over here. We want, oopsie, sorry, too many things to hit here. I don't want that. I accidentally clicked on that. This point right here, we want to be coincident with that outside radius. And that point is the top of that diameter of 4.5. So let's go back over here. And we're going to go to our coincident constraint, which is the one in the middle on the bottom. And we're going to click on that endpoint and we're going to click on our radius. And it's going to say, yeah, this is not a good idea. But let's go through these dimensions. So we have the offset of 0.84. So it'll highlight that dimension. If I go up and I look, it's highlighting that dimension right there. That's the one that we're on. That's why it's highlighted. Okay, I want that one. This one is the dimension of 10. I want that one, the radius. this dimension right here, it's like, I don't get that one. That one we don't want. We want to delete that one. And then now it's like, oh, okay, now I know what you want. Okay, now I know what you want. So we can now trim away the parts that we don't need. So I am going to trim away this outside. I'm going to trim away this and that and that. And then there's going to be this radius left. I'm just going to hit the escape key. I'm going to select it and then just hit my delete key to not have to keep kind of going. So now we're getting close here. Okay. So now we're going to get rid of the extra lines that we don't want. So we're going to get rid of this one and we're going to get rid of this one. Okay. And, oh, one more. We want to get rid of that one. Okay. Look at that. And now I've got a closed loop. And I'm good. I'm good. Let's check our feature requirements. I've got all of my check marks. I have more. As we know, we have 5 of them for the Revolve. And so it's like, yeah, you can do your Revolve now. So I am simply going to hit okay. I'm going to leave this up for just a bit so that you can take a peek at what we got here. All right. In case you need to kind of see where things are at. Okay. And once you feel comfortable here, you can hit your OK button. So I'm going to hit the OK button now, and it's going to do my Revolve. So let's kind of bring this into perspective. Oh, why did that go way out there? I don't know. All right. So that did my 360 degrees, and I panned it. And then now I can see, oh, good. It did all of the features that I needed it to. So I'm going to hit OK. And now there's my part. There's my part. Okay. So, so that looks like it was a success. So great time to do a quick save. All right. So we saved. Now I'm going to add in the fillets and the rounds that they're specifying. So we know that on the very inside here, let's look at our drawing. On the very inside here, right there, and right there, these are 1/4 inch fillets. So let's put those in first. It's nice that they put them right on the drawing. They're easy to understand. So I'm going to go back over here. And I'm going to go to the round. And I'm going to go down to the bottom here. And I'm going to specify that radius to be 0.25. Okay. And then I'm going to go on this inside. All right. I'm going to go inside. Now, to see the edge a little bit more clearly, you want to go up to your display style, shading with edges. Okay. Always much more clear. Otherwise, it kind of blends it together. And I think just especially for this command, it's easier to see. And I want to get on the edge. Whenever we do rounds and fillets, we want edge. We don't want to be on the surface. So make sure that you're, not on one side or the other here. We got the edge. Once you have that, you can left click. And then it did that inside fillet of 0.25. Okay. Now the other one at this very same size that I want to do is going to be at the very edge here. So I'm going to click. I'm getting surface. I don't want surface. Hold on. Let me move this a little bit. And yep, there we go. Oh, see right there. Now I've got the edge. And I'm going to click, left click. And there's my 0.25 radius on the inside. I'm going to hit OK. OK. All right. Now I'm going to do the 1/8 of an inch. Okay. So in our description here, oh, shoot, it's going to open that up again. I hit the wrong one. No, 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 no. I don't want you. I don't want you. Do you want to save? No, 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 no. I want to go back over here. Now in the description, it says that we have the 1/8 inch is going to be the far right corner. So the far right corner is right here. All right. Far right corner is right there. Go back to our model and I'm going to zoom in. So it's this one right there. So I'm going to go back to round. I'm going to change my radius to 0.125. Enter. And I'm going to click right there. And again, make sure that you're not getting the surfaces if you have to kind of pull around. So I'm going to kind of go like this, make sure that I've got it there. And there we go. Look at that. And that's going to be my OK on that one. I like to keep my rounds so that they're the common radiuses for each one. So notice that my first round here was number 1, number 2, and then number 3. I'm going to go in and I'm going to change these in just a bit. It's good practice to do that so that it doesn't take time to kind of, hunt and peck around. So now based on the description, let's go back and we're going to put these 1/16 of an inch in. So it says the outer lip of the pulley needs a 1/16 inch round. So that's going to be this corner up here and this corner right there. And then it says the corner between the outer lip. So if this is the outer lip and the rounded portion, so it's going to be this inside corner right here is a 1/16 of an inch. So this one, and that one are going to be 1/16 of an inch. So let's go back to Creo. Let's go back to the round command. And we're going to change our radius at the bottom here to 0.0625 is a 1/16 of an inch. And we're going to grab our edge of our corner outside, edge of our corner there, and our edge right there. Okay. And there we have it. There we have it. Now, it is a good idea. Now, as far as the model itself, I'm done. So, so the Revolve, I think, is self-explanatory for that profile, but these, you may want to change their name. Okay, so I'm going to double click there and I'm going to do round underscore, round underscore, I wonder, 0.25, will that work? Oh, see, you got to be careful with these. 0.25, I don't think it likes the point. Rio. Underscore 25, I'm going to say. There we go. It likes that. This one was round underscore 125, we'll say. And then round, oopsie. No. I want to cancel that. Round, and I just double clicked to get it into this text editing mode. This is going to be 0.625. Seems like that. I know it doesn't like periods, and I know it doesn't like slashes. It likes underscores. So that's how we'll kind of call that out. That way, somebody wants, if they're going in, they're going to be changing it. And sometimes fillets and rounds, they're probably items that could change on a fairly regular basis that you do want to identify those there. So when you are saving this, make sure we get a couple views of this so that we can see what's going on. So, so I would go from this corner right here so I can see that there's a radius, okay? And then rotate it around this side so that we can see the front part. And also kind of a nice one to do, especially when there's these extra things. Maybe that, I don't know if it's that one that I like, or wireframe. Wireframe's kind of crazy. There is, sometimes this one looks pretty good too. So, so use your best judgment on how you feel. Yeah, because you can see these radiuses, okay, from this view here, maybe even go like that. That would be one good screenshot, and then flipping it around this way so we can see that front one as well. Okay. So, making sure that as you are doing your screenshots that you've kind of snugged this up into the corner, and then take your screenshot of the entire, if you would, corner from the upper left-hand corner of the screen down, including the design tree, and then including your model here. And again, this one is probably going to require, actually will require at least 2 views to see all of those surfaces and features, okay, that you've created. All right, so so if you have any additional questions on here, please let me know, but hopefully that was helpful in kind of deciphering what the problem statement here for this idler pulley was asking for. Okay, I am going to stop recording and let me know if you need any help.